Hey guys, Jessica from Core Creations, and today I figured do a tutorial on watercolors and how to paint your cookies using edible luster dust, turning that into paint, and then turning food coloring into paint on your cookies, watercolors. Now, I did, from an experimental standpoint, all about my experiments, want to see the difference between gel, water, and oil. So we're going to choose a color from each, see how they each perform. Now, my guess is the water-based would be best for creating a watercolor look, but we shall see. So I've gone ahead and I did a leaf cookie, figured that'd be a good design to do, and went ahead and started because I actually thought I was filming and I wasn't, but went ahead and talked about luster dust. These are great. They come in all sorts of different colors, and you can turn them into paint, and I'll show you how. The only disadvantage is for what amounts to a couple grams, you're paying $10. So it comes with a hefty price tag. So I'm also going to do a tutorial on making your own glitter and luster dust here in the near future. So I've gone ahead and used the gold luster dust and put some in, and you can pick these little palettes up. My recommendation would be the dollar store. You can get like 7 of them for $1. Use them a couple times, throw them away. Very cost effective. I went ahead and put an the pink oil-based paint in here. I'm going to go ahead and choose, let's do blue for the gel. And gels are very concentrated. You don't need very much at all, which is what I like about gel slash paste food coloring. Get a lot of use out of it. Little goes a long way. And you can really, it's very versatile. You can use it for almost coloring anything. When it comes to baking, with the exception of candy melts. Candy melts, you do want to use a oil-based coloring because it is an oil-based product. So to thin candy melts, you'd use coconut oil, Easy Thin by Wilton, or Paramount Crystals in their natural form, but Easy Thin is essentially a version of Paramount Crystals, and they're all oil-based, and as you can imagine, oil coloring, because you don't want to compromise the integrity of the candy melts. And then we have our water base, so we're going to choose purple. Now, I did actually use these for the first time today, and I will say I really liked them. They give you a key on how many drops to combine of each color to get a different color, and it's based on a 2-cup capacity. So, the purple I made today, it called for 45 drops of the pink, 6 drops of the blue, and 3 drops of the red. So I just cut that in a third based on the, quantity. So I did, or 1/4 essentially. So I did 15 drops of the pink, couple of the blue, and one of the red, and it turned out great. So I really am excited about these. The only problem with the, water based is they're not, they're really not as concentrated. So that is more of a disadvantage. So in fact, I'm going to change this since we'd have to make the purple. So we'll do blue in the water, and then we'll do the purple in the gel. So then we have a few pretty colors to paint our feather. And you can pick up Wilton makes a great brush set on Amazon, one for painting and then another for dusting. Inexpensive, Wilton, Celebrated, and a couple others, really the leaders of a lot of products, but PME, Alteco, PME, Alteco being kind of your higher end, although really Wilton being what I would consider the most cost effective, really does have quality products. It's one of those instances where, it's for the price tag, it's misleading, because you do really get a quality product. So basically, in order to turn these into our watercolors, we're gonna want to get a clear alcohol. So see how that's turning into a paint. And then we're gonna just swish those around a little bit. I use Tito's, not that it, a lot of people use Everclear, or, just any clear alcohol, and the alcohol will evaporate, so it is safe to eat. So let's get into it. Let's see. First, we will go ahead and use the gold to paint our quill. Of our feather. All right. So let's get into it. Going to use this smaller paintbrush. Let's try the oil-based first. So we have an oil-based pink. Okay, so it's doing pretty nicely, although it is a little bit thicker than what you'd look for out of a watercolor. I mean, it makes for a great paint if you want something a little thicker, full coverage, but I'm gonna try a little. See if we can get it over that water look. Eh. Let's reserve judgment because we might be able to thin it down with some alcohol, but it does look like it's not really the water color look we're going for. It's definitely a more of a full coverage, but it works great if you're looking to add vibrant full coverage. So we'll go in with the water blue. Oh yeah. This is definitely more of the consistency and what you want from a watercolor. It has more definitely of that look and ability to be lightened and spread like a watercolor. And then let's go to our purple. Oh, this one's not too bad either. Sits on the surface. So wow, I'd say the water and the gel based are about the same. They do just as good of a job. Oil, not so much. That's definitely would work, but not as really giving you that watercolor effect that you'd want to go for. So we'll do our blue. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference here. Yeah, they both do an exceptional job. And then come in and add a little bit more gold. Yeah, so you can definitely see that using even the combination of the water and the gel, it did a great job. The oil just way too concentrated, doesn't do a good job spreading like you would expect from a water, but you can get as light or as dark as you want with the variables. So this is awesome. Well, I hope you've enjoyed, and keep a lookout for my next video on using the Pico projector on your cookies and a few others. If you'd like me to film anything, let me know. Always happy to give a tutorial. And until next time, I hope everyone during this time staying safe and healthy, and if I can do anything to help, let me know. And just always remember to bake from your core. Thank you.